No does not mean no. Okay, maybe in the real world it does, but in marketing and sales, it absolutely does not. And today I'm going to share with you how one of my clients had a $15,000 day over the weekend with this sales reactivation OTO. So I'm going to break down exactly how they did it and give some backstory, context, game plan. What is an OTO in the first place? How do you structure it? And then what can you expect to get as a result? So if you want to make a lot more money from people that have told you no on sales calls or in the DMs, then this one is going to change your entire life and business. And all I ask is that if it helps you and you see results from this, just let me know in the comments or message me on Instagram, Jeremy_Pogue, and just let me know because I want to see you win. And I love hearing you guys win. So let's go. Backstory. Cool. So new client came in who was around 3 to 5K a month over the last, I think they came in like a month or two ago. Booked 35 calls from their ads over the last couple months for a real estate coaching offer. Closed only 3 or 4 of them. So like a 10% closing rate, which is very low, right? And so we could say, okay, is it a sales problem? Probably. But they were saying that like they get lots of money objections from realtors because I don't know if something in the market right now is like low or they're just attracting like people that are just like broke and needed like maybe we need to fix their ads. I don't know. And so anyways, we looked into that. We're like, okay, no, I don't really think that's it because they're getting 67% qualified leads. So we're running follower ads, right? Running Instagram follower ads, and they're spending like $40 a day. They're getting, I think it was like 30 to 40 leads a day, like followers, and 67% of them, 2 out of 3 were qualified realtors. And so that's pretty solid. So we're like, okay, I don't want to touch the ads, right? And so they're really struggling though, because they're grinding it out, they're booking calls, they're taking them, they're not really closing many, and they're just struggling and starting to lose hope, and the money wasn't coming in. And so they reached out in Slack. They're like, hey, like, Jeremy, here's the context, here's where we're at. Like, what can we do? I was like, all right, let's call an emergency meeting, one-on-one call. Let's lock it in. So we hopped on a call Friday, and this is what we did. So I was like, okay, obviously we did a bit of an audit. They told me all their numbers and stuff. I'm like, okay, here's what I think we should do, right? Because we got to just kind of get out of like survival mode right now. So then we're not acting from a place of desperation and we're operating from a place of abundance and momentum, which I'll talk about in a minute. And well, I'll talk about that right now. So when it comes to like business and momentum, the biggest like driving force that can like help you significantly is momentum. And a lot of times we choose to give up momentum, or we have it and then we just let go of it, right? And it kind of comes like a tidal wave where it's like, let's draw it over here, right? It's like when we have this big wave behind us and like here we are surfing on the surfboard, it's like we're going forward very fast and it's really easy. We don't have to paddle, right? Obviously, like it's not easy, but this thing can crush you. But you're gonna go way further than if you just had like this little dinky like wave and it's like kind of small. Or if you're trying to go this way and fight against the waves, it's very difficult, right? And so we want to ride the wave of momentum as much as we can. And how do we do that? We stack small wins. When we're feeling down and out, when we don't have that much confidence, when things are just not seeming to go the right way, we have to start stacking small wins. That's going to help us create the confidence and the momentum and get us back up on our feet, back in the fight so we can win. And so that was kind of my mentality. They were like, it was a really emotional call. They're like, we just, our backs against the corner, like our backs against the wall. We don't know what to do. And I was like, good. This is going to make for one hell of a case study and one hell of a success story. And so I'm like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We need to get money in the bank right now. That's priority number 1. We need to get scrappy, roll up our sleeves, get our hands dirty, and just get cash in the bank. They're like, agreed. I'm like, cool. So we put together a game plan, get a list of all the sales calls you've ever had, right, over the last couple of months, because they kind of just over the last few months. These people are closest to the money, right? They have showed interest. They've showed a lot of interest in the offer because they've gotten onto a call. They've taken the time out of their day to get onto a sales call with you, right? Maybe they didn't buy. So that's fine. People don't buy, right? It happens. So I was like, okay, get a list. They already had it because they're smart and they were tracking every single lead and making notes on them and everything like that too. And I was like, okay, review the notes from each call, see why they didn't buy, and then create a personalized one-to-one OTO to pick low-hanging fruit. So you're probably like, Jeremy, what the hell is an OTO? Let me explain. One-time offer, OTO, is an offer they make one time, right? Simple. The purpose is to reactivate old leads that have said no to your offer before. So this works because these people have already shown a massive level of interest in your offer, but something was in the way. This helps eliminate that something to push them over the line. So for example, like I said before, a lot of them were struggling with money, right? They're like, oh, I can't afford it now. Is this real? Like they actually don't have the money, or is it like we just can't present the value enough? And that's just like a smokescreen objection that they give us, right? I don't know. We didn't have time to review a bunch of sales calls. I was like, no, we just got to get some money in the bank. And so we want to figure out, like, by reviewing the notes, why didn't they buy? And then eliminate the risk, right? Eliminate the thing that they said was the obstacle getting in the way of them buying. So what we did is this. Here's the structure. So what is it? It's basically like a discount, a promo, bonuses, etc. Anything that you think could be useful to get them over the line. So for example, one of their clients said that it wasn't necessarily like a money thing, so to say. It was more so like a time thing. Like she was like a single mom, had a real estate business, and like is doing like this, that, and the other thing, and was just like so busy and felt like she had a million things pulling her in all directions. And she's like, I can't take on another thing right now. And that was her objection, right? And so what we did is like, okay, cool. We crafted a message that my client sent. So right here, personalized one-to-one voice note on Instagram to this lady, and it was like, hey, like really enjoyed our conversation before, like a few weeks ago, and was just thinking about you today because it's actually like just about to get ready to go to my parents' 50th year anniversary dinner tonight, and just feeling really special and feeling lots of love. And for some reason, like your name just popped in my head. I was thinking about you, and I just know like where you're at because I've been there so many times before and really want to help you out. So right there, we got the what and the why, right? Well, we'll cover the what in a minute, but there's the why, right? The reason for the offer. Like, you don't want to come across as desperate and just be like, hey, we're running this promo or this bonus or discount just for the hell of it. It's like, you want to give a reason to justify it. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's just like there was like a study by some smart people that were like, they were like cutting in line in front of strangers that are waiting in line. And if they gave a reason for cutting in front of somebody, then like the person they cut in front of was like totally fine with it. Even if it was like, hey, my cat's at home, like I'm just gonna cut in line, like in the coffee shop or something like that. They're like, okay. So like it didn't matter what the reason was. It just that they had a reason. So it could be any reason, right? Like it's like, oh cool, it's like my dog's uncle's birthday today, and I'm running this crazy bonus where if you sign up now, I'm only doing this for 2 people. If you sign up today before midnight Pacific, then like I'm gonna throw in this crazy thing, right? So it's like it doesn't really matter what it is. Obviously, like you should try and justify it and like make it make sense and just not pull things out of your ass just for the hell of it. But yeah, so anyways, you want to add some urgency, get them to take action now. And so that's like having a deadline on it, right? So it's like, cool, this only exists, like I'm only offering this till Sunday at 5 p.m. and I only am offering it to 3 people, right? So there's some scarcity there too. So there's FOMO, there's limited seats, only 3 people. And then how you deliver it, send a personalized one-to-one voice note, 2 to 5 minutes, straight from the heart, right? So I wanted to cover those. Now we'll kind of like go through the structure with an example. So it's like, hey, person, prospect, again, like your name came up today, just kind of been thinking about you and how like awesome our conversation was and just how much I resonate with you and how much I know you're kind of just going through it right now because I've been there too. And it was absolute hell. And like, I just want to work with you to be able to help you fix that. And since I know like time and energy and focus, which is such a big problem for you and it was pulling you in a million different directions, I just wanted to like, I'm just getting ready right now for my parents' 50th year anniversary dinner, just feeling really special and happy and just full of love. And I wanted to see if I could lower that barrier to entry for you and really just get things rocking and rolling because I know that if nothing changes, then nothing changes. And I know that I have what it takes to be able to help you. And I really want to do that for you and facilitate that change in your life. And so, because like your time, energy, attention was such a problem, like what I want to do is like, not only take $500 off the top. And if we need to split it up, like we totally can. Keep in mind, like this, you don't have to offer discounts or anything like that. But this client was like kind of strapped on cash. They're like, I need money in the bank. And so we're like, hey, let's drop the price, give a quick little discount just to spice it up even more, make it more irresistible. And then we threw in a bonus. So they already got 5 one-on-one calls for the program, 90-day program, 5 one-on-one calls, and some group stuff. And so we threw in a 6th bonus one-on-one call at the very start, which was a calendar optimization call, or like a calendar reset call. And so that's what we kind of led with. And so it was like, so blah, blah, $500 off the top. We can split it to make it really easy and like make sense financially as well for you. But I wanted to throw in a 60-minute one-on-one calendar optimization call where we'll just literally just rip apart your entire calendar. I'll sit there with you to figure out, okay, what's filling you up with energy, what's draining you, what's taking up the most of your time, how can we get it off your plate, and start actually helping you get your time back so you can fall back in love with your business. You can spend more time with your family and eliminate all of this stress that you're going through right now. And so anyways, boom, did that. And my client spent the day sending like one-on-one voice notes to all of these leads, whereas like the 35 calls or 30 or whatever. And within a day, they said, like, here's the result, right? $15,000 worth of clients in a single day. 3 signed up on the first day, 2 more locked in to start this week, like selling shit online and whatever to come up with the money. So here's the here's the message I got from that client. Thanks, Jeremy. Like I checked in with them a day or 2 later. I was like, hey, like how are things coming along? They're like, thanks, Jeremy. Got to say the stars aligned. Feeling better than I have in months. The weekend was a big one. Blah, blah, blah. I like put my real estate business kind of to the side to focus on coaching, but put a listing under contract this weekend that'll close in 2 weeks. That was all the energy, right? Momentum, as I was talking about. As my partner said, 2 new clients were on today. So they signed up two new clients that they told me before. So yesterday made for a $15,000 day. And check this out. 3 people also committed to signing up this week. One of them is currently signing up as I'm typing this. And then you can see literally right here, the third one, literally paid. And boom, boom. One said she didn't have the money, but came back and said her sister was gifting it to her. So she'll have the money this week. Another said that he was selling stuff on eBay to make it work and to find the money. And the other has a closing this week and 100% committed. So there's another 3 actually that should pop in this week. So by the end of the week, I'm totally certain that we'll be at our 5+ people goal and won't be stopping there. That was our goal that we set on our one-on-one. We're like, hey, 5 people is the goal in the next week. Let's go. I'll thank you enough. Feel new flame and confident. We'll be back financially very soon now that we are mentally. And so what I want to drive home with this, right, is absolutely do this, apply this. Like you could do this like privately here. You could do it publicly if you want. You could post on your Instagram story, you can make a YouTube video, whatever, right? And just say like, hey, offering this crazy new thing. I don't love discounts. I don't discount my thing at all. I don't think I ever have. But I do love bonuses. Throw something in there, sweeten it up and spice it up, because I find discounts attract the wrong kind of people for the wrong reasons. But bonuses can just push the right people over the edge and make it a little bit more sweet for them. And so that could be a really, really good way to do that. So you can make this like an SOP to do like every single week, basically, or every 2 weeks. Like go back to your sales calls that you had like 1 to 2 weeks ago, and in your CRM or your tracking sheet, just like send those people a message. And like, again, give them a reason why, a bonus if they want to move forward right now, and like urgency, scarcity, something like that, right? And just give them a reason to actually take action and move forward. And you're good to go. You could do this once a month kind of thing, publicly. Again, it's a framework. It's something to follow, but it's not set in stone. Get creative with it. Get fancy if you want, but I would say keep it simple, and then hopefully you can make a lot of money. So that's all for the video today. Let me know down below in the comments or DM me on Instagram when you actually apply this and it works and you make a bunch of money from it, because I want to know, because I love helping you guys and it's so much fun. If you want my help to actually like get coaching and scale, then book a call down below or message me on Instagram. Aside from that, see you in the next one. Bye.